Nasarawa State has continued to witness improved infrastructure, people-friendly policies, and visionary leadership in recent years under Governor Abdullahi Sule. And the icing on the cake is the ease of doing business and how it translates to Naira and Kobo for the common man. Modern markets and a conducive business environment for entrepreneurs across the state is boosting trade and commercial activities in the solid mineral states. The new phase of the neighborhood market in Keffi local government of Nasarawa State. Established in 1952, this market has been engulfed in series of fire outbreaks, the last which was in 2018.
Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency.
Upon assumption of office in 2019, the Abdullahi Sulei's administration gave approval for the construction of a new market for traders in Keffi. The new neighborhood market is now bequeathed with modern facilities that can stand the test of time.
The Keffi neighborhood market is a modern neighborhood market. It has all the facilities. Of course, there are lock-up shops there. There are open stores, and there are stalls also there. There are security posts. We also have fire posts. We have toilets and what have you, convenience for all the components that form a modern market are all contained within the Keffi neighborhood market.
The government took into consideration provision for access road within and outside the market in order to give access to firefighters in the event of any fire outbreak.
I believe the issue of fire outbreak in our market it get to an end. Like Keffi, the old Keffi market was affected by fire outbreak, but the newly constructed one, it has given avenue, a road that in times of if there's anything like that, we don't pray. That will be the road is accessible for the firefighter to come and quench the fire.
The market also has a modern square for social and government activities, which before now was non-existent. In February 2022, President Muhammadu Buhari inaugurated the Keffi neighborhood market during a 2-day walking visit to the state. The president was accompanied by Governor Abdullahi Sule, including past and present leaders of the state.
In order to take cognizance of the resistance we had by some of the traders who were already so immune, so used to the use of this facility, they are resistant, they are moving. So the government of the day decided, okay, we'll leave those that desire living here and we'll develop a new neighborhood market. This started in the course of the administration of my dear brother, Engineer Sule.
The president also inaugurated a multipurpose square, an appendage of the market.
With our able governor, he has made the place more historic. He displays by making it a city center by building this square. And he has named the square in the name of my late father.
The state government is committed towards ensuring that the right traders are accommodated in the market.
With Keffi market, I want to be very, very specific. I want to concentrate more and focus more on people who originally have shops in that market. So I don't want it to go to third parties so that third party will take it and start selling it to another person. We want to concentrate more on traders, especially those whose shops were burnt. So they are the first option until all of them have shops and they are comfortable, because we built more shops than the number of shops that were there originally. So if we have now 200 or 300 shops there, that is almost double what we used to have. so that we can say almost 50% will go to the original owners, unless if they are not interested.
We have concluded all arrangements, and as I'm speaking with you now, traders are now collecting their allocation later, and I think most of them have even gotten their shops, and within a few days you will see activities booming in the market. So it has taken already.
And even we have finished the allocations. The marketers have started entering the market since last week.
In Keffi, the neighborhood market is now on the lips of residents, particularly petty traders.
Everybody here in Keffi is happy with this development, and we are praying to the God Almighty to bless this governor and the government. And we are praying that this kind of development will continue. We are not praying that this will be the end. We are praying that this will be the beginning of the development. Thanks to Almighty God and thanks to the governor.
Daji neman ma'adani duwatsu sai kaci abu na ji Allah ya saukar da wannan abu gobara a wannan kasuwa. Ko da na shigo sai abin ya bani mamaki, amma al'amarin Allah ba abin mamaki bane. Tunda ina cikin jihar nan su uku kasuwar nan tana ɗaukan wuta. Muka rasa dukiyoyinmu, muka rasa shaguna. To alhamdulillah wannan gwamnati mai daraja, mai albarka, Allah ya ƙara mata albarka. Allah ya kawo ni daga dajin nan na dawo kasuwan nan.
As a matter of deliberate policy, the governor is replicating same structure in Akwanga and Nasarawa local governments of the state.
We're building all this market, and eventually my dream is to ensure that every local government we are able to build a standard market where people can go and transact their business.
The one that is ongoing is that of Akwanga modern markets and Nasarawa modern markets. But I'm happy to tell you today that of Akwanga modern market is almost 96% completion for now, as of today. Remain that of Nasarawa, which is about 87% completion.
This the government is doing to provide an enabling environment for trade and commerce to strive given the state's endowment in agriculture.
We are a state where people must have something to do. Because we are an agricultural state, most of the times we go to the markets to sell this agricultural produce that we have. So market is very important for us. Since I was a child growing up, I understood the importance of markets, in Nasarawa State. That's where people come, mingle, and then carry out transactions, for us. Most of our people are small traders, who always look up to the market day, to go out and exercise. So market is so important for us in the state.
The Nasarawa market is at 90% completion stage. The market is gradually taking shape and expected to be completed within the shortest possible time. Traders around the market express optimism of a better business environment after completion. They express their gratitude to the state government for initiating the projects.
Everybody is aware of the good job done. We have witnessed it with our two eyes, and we are very happy for Engineer Abdullah Sule. We are praying for him so that when the time comes, maybe he will look into us and provide a good environment for us so that we can accommodate ourselves there.
Muna ma gwamna namu godiya abinda ya tana dama Nasarawa gon da wannan kasuwa. Kasuwa da muna gani ana gina muna nan, ana ba mu development ne sosai. Kuma ana gyara muna kasa. Kuma muna gode mishi ya zo ya talafa muna wannan kasuwa. Allah kuma isa isoka lafiya.
The golden market has since been completed and traders have started transacting their businesses. The government is also taking advantage of its nearness to the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, to develop its market.
Yes. I'm telling you, let me see.
Few months ago, the state government carried out a groundbreaking ceremony for the construction of a retail and recreational center in Cairo. This is aimed at opening the Cairo International Market, which has been moribund since its construction by previous administrations.
Now, to have an institution such as ShopRite coming to open up this area, I think is a huge success, and I want to also thank you and ShopRite for coming to do this. The Cairo Retail and Recreational Center is a significant offering, both for economic, social impact, while being totally in line with our Nasarawa economic development strategy.
That will help the state too, and the people of the proximity, the people instead of going right inside the town in Abuja before they made all those kind of business areas. I think they can be able to do it easily in Nasarawa State. That's Cairo, being the heart of Nasarawa State and its proximity to the Federal Capital Territory.
The state government believes that the construction of the neighborhood markets across the state would give a boost to the internally generated revenue of the state.
The market is so important for us in the state. So when we realize that, also another source of revenue, then we believe that we must organize it properly. So that's the reason why we are building the markets. We have markets now in Keffi, we have market in Akwanga, market in Nasarawa, a market in Budi.
It will help the government in boosting the revenue of the states, which was the first cardinal point of Inauguration, to see how the state can boost its revenue and stand on its own without depending solely on the federal allocation.
It will rather increase the economic base of the state. More revenues will be realized by government. Even the traders, the people be seen doing a lot of buying and selling, so there will be a lot of money circulating within and outside the state. A lot of people will come in. When people come in, of course, a lot of revenues will come in. So it is a plus to us as a state.
Even the Traders Marketing Association in the state are in agreement with the vision and mission of the government.
Without this market, both the government and the association are losing. Because by constructing the market, government will get their internal revenue. Since we are hoping that if after completing this market, it will be given to traders directly. So this market that are building it, government are building it is for our benefit, we traders.
These steps taken by Governor Abdullahi Sule to give markets a new face is expected to be replicated in all local governments of the state. Already, approvals have been given for Awi, Nasarawa, and total local governments of the state. Nasarawa State has emerged the overall best performing state in COVID-19 vaccination across the country. The state has covered over 100% of the eligible target population. It equally emerged the best performing state in the North Central geopolitical zone.
His Excellency, Abdullahi Sule, Executive Governor of Nasarawa State, best performing state for COVID-19 in the North Central. I was very excited. And what we're witnessing today is the culmination of what's started. Nasarawa State has fully vaccinated over 100% of their eligible population.
Today, we're going to be recognizing 15 states out of 36 plus 1 states that could have been chosen. So what is it that these 15 states did differently? Why is it that there are 22 other states that are not here today? I'll tell you 5 reasons why these 15 states are here today. Number 1, leadership on the part of the governors. The governors, the governors right from the get-go established committees, task forces to coordinate and manage COVID-19. But beyond that, they also personally were invested in getting local government chairmen, traditional and religious leaders to mobilize people towards taking vaccinations against COVID-19, but also childhood immunizations. Secondly, awareness creation and demand creation. working together with community leaders, many of whom are here today and represented by the Emir of Argungu. Thirdly, human resource deployment. In a number of states that have won this award today, the governors have done an audit of the primary healthcare system, especially the human resources. Thirdly, financial support. It is not enough to budget. These 15 states have gone ahead and also released resources to support childhood immunization, outreach services, because of those community members that may not live in urban areas, making sure that there are resources to carry out vaccinations in those areas that are riverine, in areas that are mountainous. Fourthly, in these states, we have seen a high level of accountability. Accountability in terms of making sure that it is not just asking for more money for health, but making sure that there's more health for the money that is provided. These governors invite their commissioners to state executive council meetings to ask them to produce updates on what is happening with COVID-19 vaccination. As we rolled out Scale 3.0, we hope that other states will follow the lines of these states and make sure that they ask tough questions of commissioners, so that commissioners have the opportunity to also present the incredible work they are doing, but also the challenges that they face on a day-by-day basis.
The state was presented with a brand new Hilux vehicle in support of its efforts towards vaccination and routine immunization coverage. The state governor is delighted and is dedicating the award to frontline workers in the health sector.
I remember when the news about COVID-19 was broken, the day we were having our next meeting. They say in the whole of Nigeria, we only had about 3 centers that could even test COVID-19. Today, even in Nasarawa State, you have over 5 centers that can test COVID-19. So the panic in the country was much. And they say the centers where this COVID-19 was more was actually Lagos and Abuja. So you have to appreciate the effort of Nasarawa State. When we did that, we had no idea whatsoever there was going to be a day like this. So out of our panic and our concern because of the proximity to the federal capital and because of the fact that majority of the lower cadre workers that work in Abuja actually live in Nasarawa State. So at one point we have to shut down the border so that they will not take COVID-19 from Abuja, that would cause in Nasarawa State. Today's award that has come to us is actually, we are dedicating it to our frontline workers that put their life on the line.
For the federal government, the award is part of activities marking the World Immunization Week. They believe it will spur the benefiting states to do more in the aspect of vaccination and encourage other states to improve on their efforts.
To see it as an appreciation for a job well done, and also as motivation for greater performance. As it is said, the reward for hard work is more work. For those not receiving awards today, we would also like to appreciate your efforts, because without your collaboration, we would not be where we are today. Thank you for all you do. While it is safe to mention that the impressive decline in deaths arising from COVID-19 as a result of the ongoing vaccination, we should not rest on our oars, as the virus is still very much with us.
Assure citizens of federal government commitment to providing safe, efficacious vaccines, all of them tested by NAFTA, and also that there will be accountability and transparency in all vaccination, and to be guided by experience from mass vaccination campaigns. We do not compromise on standards. Therefore, feel free and take your vaccine if you have not yet taken it.
In a bid to ensure improved security Across the 13 local governments of Nasarawa State, Governor Abdullahi Soleh has donated 42 vehicles to security agencies and traditional rulers in the state.
Oh Allah, to keep our state safe, keep our people safe. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I have promised you that Nasarawa State Government, by the grace of God, just be patient, will be receiving some resources. And recently, we did receive some of those resources. And that is the reason why we wasted no time in trying to ensure that we buy the vehicles that will also continue to support our security agencies for their operation. But we didn't just stop at the security agencies. We also look at the various other agencies of ours, some of the MDAs that are in dire need of vehicles. And we decided also to support them in that order. That is the reason why you will see the vehicles in different brands, because some of the state government, continue to utilize, like the states that are mostly affected by some of these bandits very badly, inform us that there are other vehicles that they buy other than the usual ones that we know that are very rugged in some of these places where they enter. And that is the reason why we decided that also we are going to try a few of them. So we bought 20 of such vehicles, brand new, and then we bought cars also, 10 of them brand new, in addition to all the other vehicles that will be distributed today.
I want to assure His Excellency that this assistance given to the security agencies will be used judicially. We will continue to maintain the lead to be the safest, one of the safest states in the nation, and the safest in the North Central Zone. I also like to call on all the indigents of the states to continue supporting the security agencies by way of giving information to us.
Members of the Adachi Women Empowerment Foundation embarking on a rally in Kar local government of Nasarawa State. The group has a membership of 10,000 drawn from the 13 local governments of the state. They are doing this in commemoration of their Women's Day and to appreciate Governor Abdullahi Soleh for supporting the group since he assumed office. The group had trained these women on different skills through the support of the local and state governments. This rally is set aside to declare their unalloyed support for Governor Abdullahi Soleh for his numerous support to the group.
I always said I appreciate Governor A.A. Soleh. He's a wonderful leader. He's the most wonderful leader. As I am in Nasarawa State, I am a citizen of Nigeria, and in Nasarawa State, I am 100% in support of my governor. He is doing all the necessary to keep Nasarawa State safe. That's the most important thing. In Nasarawa State, it is a state where you come and go out safely. That's the most important thing to appreciate. One, I appreciate him for that. And I appreciate the development, the support is given to people, to our Nasarawa State women especially, because I'm fighting for my women and I stand for them. So I appreciate his effort, and I'm 100% ready, and I have been doing it, supporting him, and inshallah he will come back to re-rule us.
The women want the state government to take further steps to provide startup funds for them. This, they believe, would enable them to be self-reliant.
We have widows, we have single mothers, we have the what they call them, women that are not able, but we've trained them up to something. And I'm still calling on government to support these women.
Authorities of Kara local government are sure of a collaboration with the state government to empower the women.
The place that we are living, Kara local government, it has a lot of population, which means the market is available. So these women just need some touch to their life. They need the material that will make them to go and start doing something for themselves. And mostly the women are most vulnerable. Most of them feel every impact of life whenever it comes to affecting them. With what we have done today, with what is being seen, and we're going to showcase it to the governor himself and even the lady that is in charge of human development to see how we will partner and make sure that these women are being carried along because they are our own.
This rally, organized by the group, is one way of appreciating the governor's developmental strides and urging him to do more. And that's our package from the solid mineral state, where Governor Abdullahi Sule is meeting the aspirations of the people and exceeding all expectations. Until the next one, it's bye for now.